Hey guys, how's it going? Today I thought I'd share with you my new television that was delivered a few days ago from Best Buy. Now I actually have not had the chance to unbox this TV and set it up yet. I've been busy helping a friend move out of their old house and into their new house, so I've been kind of tied up. But now that I'm done with that, I'm going to have a little bit of time, make a few quick videos. Now this isn't going to be an unboxing video or an in-depth review. I'm just going to kind of talk about the TV that I purchased and why I purchased this one. Just kind of point out a few things that you might want to consider if you decide to buy a TV from Best Buy. And yeah, I just thought I'd talk about it a little bit and just kind of give you an idea of what kind of videos are coming up, okay? So yeah, this television is a Samsung S90C OLED TV. It's a 77-inch TV. Now the television I was using before this, or up till this point, was also a Samsung 4K television. It was a 65-inch edge-lit LCD TV that I purchased way back in August of 2014. So yeah, that TV was just a little over 10 years old, and it served me really well. I really liked the picture on it, and it was actually one of the first 4K televisions that came out. It was when 4K TVs were first coming out, and it was pretty expensive. But again, it lasted me for 10 years. What happened was I walked into the kitchen a couple of months ago. The television was on, and when I came back, it had turned off. And I could not get that TV to turn back on. It just kept making a little clicking noise in the back. And it sounded like a little relay or something that wasn't working right. I'm sure it was probably a simple fix for somebody that knows how to work on these things. But again, I factored in the cost of having someone come out and look at it, and the price of the repair and all that. And then I just decided, the TV's 10 years old, it's time for an upgrade. And I've barely been looking for a reason to purchase one of these OLED TVs. I've had my eye on one for a while now, so I decided I'd just go ahead and bite the bullet and purchase me an OLED. Now, like I said, I got this during the Memorial Day sales from Best Buy online, so I got a pretty good discount on it. And I just wanted to kind of talk about why I chose this television. Now, again, I knew I wanted an OLED TV, and being that it's going to be an OLED television, you have to consider the fact that OLED panels are known to get image retention and burn-in. Now, the salesman these days and everything you read online from the manufacturers guarantees you that, or pretty much tries to guarantee you that you will have no burn-in problems now, that they've advanced to the point that it's no longer a concern. But to me, I'm not totally convinced, and I've read a lot of people that have had issues with burn-in and image retention. So I decided to factor that into where I purchased this television from. I considered Costco. Now, Costco is a great place to buy things from because they have a 90-day return policy. They give you 90 days to return your item or exchange it if you don't like it, which is really good. On these televisions, they actually extend your 1-year manufacturer warranty to 3 years for free. It doesn't cost you anything. And for a small fee, depending on the cost of the television, it's based on the cost of how much you spent, they will add another 2 years of warranty coverage on your television through a third party. So it sounds really good, but here's the catch. After doing a little digging, a little research, come to find out the Costco warranties do not cover image retention or burn-in, okay? And that's my main concern with these TVs. So, even the manufacturer warranty on these televisions does not cover image retention or burn-in. I believe LG does, but only on their flagship model, their most expensive models, which are their LG G3 and their LG G4. I believe they come with a 5-year panel warranty. But any other cheaper OLED panel options or any other manufacturers, they do not cover that, okay? Now, if I was going to buy an LCD, LED, mini LED TV or something like that, then yeah, if the price was equal in cost to Best Buy or something like that, I would probably go with Costco because of the 90 days return policy and the free warranty, free 5 years of warranty pretty much. But seeing how it's an OLED television, I decided to go with Best Buy, and the reason being is, okay, the bad thing about Best Buy is they only have 14 days return policy. You know, if you want to return something or exchange it on their electronics and stuff. So that's not real good. But you can purchase a Geek Squad service plan, okay? And that's what I did. You know, I bought the reason being I bought it is because it states in print that it actually does cover image retention and burn-in on an OLED panel. And as far as I know, they're the only place or the only service plan that will cover something like that. So that was the main reason I went with Best Buy. Also, I went with Best Buy because, you know, I'm really comfortable with Best Buy because that's pretty much where I've purchased most, I would say at least 90% of my electronics. I've purchased all of my televisions from Best Buy, okay? So I'm really comfortable with Best Buy in general. And I've actually had to return and exchange several TVs, and they gave me no issues, and everything always went smoothly for me. So yeah, the fact that the service plan does cover image retention burn-in made it a no-brainer. So I decided to just go ahead and stick with Best Buy. And yeah, that's the reason I went with them. Now, another thing I will point out, okay, again, they only allow 14 days to return a TV if you don't like it. Well, that's really bad. So I went ahead and purchased what they call a Best Buy Plus membership. And what it is, it's a $50 membership, and it has several little perks to it. And one of the main perks that would interest you, that interested me as well, is it extends your 14-day return policy to 60 days. So I can actually watch this TV and try it out. And if I'm not happy with it, within 60 days, I can return this and exchange it for something else or get a complete refund. Now, that service plan is expensive, okay? It's based on the cost of your television. This TV, I think, ran around $2,000. So for a 5-year service plan that covered pretty much everything, including burn-in and image retention, I believe I paid another $540, something like that. So it is a little expensive, but for the peace of mind it gave me, I decided to go ahead and go with that, okay? And again, it gives you an extended return period of 14 to 60 days. It also, the Best Buy Plus membership will also give you like free 2-day shipping on regular sized items. It gives you little discounts that regular customers that aren't members don't get, like just little discounts on items you might be interested in purchasing. So to me, it was a no-brainer. I went ahead and got the Best Buy Plus membership and the Geek Squad service plan on this TV. Now, other than deciding where I was going to buy the television, then it came down to which OLED TV I wanted, because I knew I wanted an OLED TV. Now, I looked at the 2024 models because they are already out, and I looked at the 2023 models, which is what this is, a 2023 model S90C. I decided to go ahead and go with the 2023 models because after looking at the improvements of the 2024s over the 2023s, I just really didn't think that the upgrades and the improvements justified the price gap between the 2023 models and the 2024 models. I just didn't think it justified it. So I decided to go ahead and go with the 2023s because they were marked down really good. And so that only led me to which manufacturer I was going to go with. So I was really leaning towards the LG C3 over this S90C from Samsung. And I was really leaning towards it. Kind of wanted a Sony, but they're just a little too expensive. And I thought for the price difference, all these OLED panels look really good. And since, you know, from the 10-year-old Samsung that I was coming from, any of these are going to look great. So I decided for the price difference between a Sony and maybe an LG or Samsung, I just used that money for the service plan to make sure that I was covered, okay? Sorry. So, like I said, it was between this LG C3 and this S90C, and I was really leaning towards the LG C3. I've read a lot of good things about them, but here's the reason I decided to give Samsung a try. These Samsung OLEDs are QD OLED panels. It's a different type of OLED. They're supposed to be a little brighter, okay? And the colors are supposed to have a lot better color than the standard OLED panels from LG. But the main concern is I read a lot of negative things on LG about screen uniformity and banding on their screens. People complain about like magenta tints, like on the corners of their screen, or maybe a magenta stripe down their panel, or just maybe even a green tint in sections of their screen. And it was always there. It may not have been really noticeable, but just noticeable enough to really irritate you. And LG had told them when they called them that it was completely normal and they wouldn't do anything to fix it. So when I read a lot of the Samsung reviews, I mean, don't get me wrong, all of these manufacturers, you're going to find negative reviews. All these TVs, none of them are perfect. But when it came to the screen uniformity and the banding and stuff like that, I don't believe I ever saw a negative review stating on these QD OLED panels anything about banding or colors, color tints stuck on the screen or anything like that. So that's why I decided, I'm going to give Samsung a try. I'm going to give it a chance. As I've got the 5-year service plan and I've got the 60-day return period. So if I'm not happy with it for whatever reason, maybe I don't like the picture processing, whatever the reason, I can have it returned. Now, I will point out one more thing. I did purchase this from Best Buy, and I paid $50 to have this delivered. This is a 77-inch television. It's really heavy. It's really large. It's a 2-person job for sure, okay? And like I said, I paid $50 to have it delivered. And the reason being is I drive a Toyota Tundra. It gets really horrible gas mileage, and it would have cost me at least $50 in gas to drive up to Best Buy, pick this up, and haul it back. And then I'd still have the hassle trying to bring it into the house and set it up by myself, or at least get it into the house. And on top of that, I want to point out that because I paid to have this TV delivered, and I have the option of returning it if I'm not happy with it and exchange and refund it, Best Buy will come and pick it up for free. Okay, since I had it delivered, and if I decide I don't like it, they will come and pick the television up free of charge and save me another $50 in gas having to drive it back, and they will take care of everything, and it's no hassle for me. So yeah, for $50, I think it was well worth it. And I'd do it again tomorrow. So I just kind of wanted to point that out to you as well. As far as the delivery from Best Buy, again, I've read a lot of complaints about people complaining about Best Buy's delivery service being horrible, standing them up, changing their, their delivery dates, etc., stuff like that. Now, when I purchased this television from Best Buy online, it was not in stock. I had to wait 2 weeks for the delivery. I scheduled the delivery when I made the order, and but yeah, everything went great for me. Everything was on time. I got emails and updates from Best Buy telling me when my order was shipped out, when to expect it. They narrowed it down to 2 hours, a 2-hour window when it would be delivered on, I believe it was, June the 14th or something like that. And yeah, it got here exactly when they said it would. The delivery guys are really nice. It wasn't a hard delivery or anything, but they brought it right in. And I will also point out that my old television, the one that went out, it would have cost me $50 or $60 disposal fee. Even at my local retail or recycle center was going to charge me a lot of money to get rid of it. Well, when they left, they took that TV for free. Usually it's a $60 charge, but for some reason when I purchased this television online, they gave me a free haul away. So that was another $60 it saved me right there. So it was a no-brainer for me to pay to have this thing delivered. So something you might want to consider if you're purchasing a large television or something from somewhere, especially Best Buy, just something to, to think about. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, this is not a box opening video. It's not going to be an in-depth review. I just kind of wanted to show you what television I got. Now I'm going to set this TV up and I'm going to watch it for a little bit, and and I'm going to do a little video later and kind of do a walk around, point out some things about it. I'm going to tell you what I like or don't like about it. I'm going to let you know if I'm going to decide to keep it, or if I don't, why I'm not keeping it. And yeah, I'm just going to give you an idea of what kind of videos are coming up, okay, in the near future. So that was the whole purpose of this video, just kind of give you an idea of what to expect. Now, I will say I'm not doing a box opening video, but I will point out that when you cut these straps off, okay, all of your accessories are always along the top of the television. So if you cut these straps off and you're opening one of these TVs up and you lift up this cardboard, your TV stands, your remotes, and all that stuff, you're going to want to pull all that stuff out first, okay, before you come over and lift the box up off the television. You'll want to get all that stuff off the top. So I do know that. Now, if you notice all these packages on top of the TV, these are other little videos I'm going to do. I decided to go ahead and upgrade my HDMI cable. I still have my old standard 18 gigabit per second cables, 2.0 cables, I believe. I went ahead and decided to go ahead and upgrade to a 48 gigabit per second cable, 2.1. I ordered this off Amazon. This is a Zeskit Maya. Excuse me. It's a 6.5 foot cable. I believe I paid $17 for it. Now, the Belkin cable that had at Best Buy I almost purchased was $35 plus tax. This one ran me like $17, okay? So when I looked online, this Zeskit Maya cable came highly recommended by a lot of people, especially on Reddit, gamers and stuff. So I decided I'm going to, give this HDMI cable a try. So I'm going to do a little video. We're going to open this up, just take a quick look at it. It's not going to be anything, And then later, when I've had some experience with it, if I have any problems with it, I'll do another little video and tell you, what I didn't like about it or how it performed. This box right here, this is a new Apple 4K TV box, streaming box. This is a 3rd generation box, okay? Now, there were rumors that they were going to have a 4th gen this year, but a few days ago, they came out and said that they are not going to come out with a 4th gen. So I went ahead and went with the 3rd generation. I'm going to do a little box opening video on this, and I'm going to point out, what's in the package, what's not in the package, and just kind of give you an idea why I decided to purchase one of these, okay? And then this little box right here, this is a Insignia Apple remote cover. Now, because I had that Best Buy Plus membership, I got a discount when I purchased this. Okay, this was the $150, 128 gigabit memory, I believe, and it has an Ethernet port. And when I purchased this, I saved like $8 when I purchased it. Well, they also threw in this Apple remote cover for free. I believe it's like a $10 cover if you purchase it alone. So yeah, I'm going to do a little video on this too. I'll open it up, I'll put it on the remote, see how it feels, see if, how I like it and stuff like that. So yeah, these are the kind of videos that are going to be coming up. So I just wanted to point these things out to you and just let you know what's coming up and just point out some things for you to think about if you decide to purchase one of these OLED TVs. I hope you liked the video. If you do, please hit the thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And better yet, subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you a thing, and it helps me out a lot. And it's also going to notify you of any videos that I make in the near future and let you know that I've made a video, and you might want to come back and check it out and see if it's anything that you're interested in watching or learning anything about. So, yeah, guys, I really appreciate you taking the long time to watch my video. It went way longer than it should have. And I appreciate you taking the time to watch it, and I hope you come back and see what I got to show you. So, thanks, guys, and have a great